Okay, so few of the teaching which is said to be very original, like the long length discourse. Okay. Uh, I open screen here. So the first one, Dika Nikaya, long length discourse. So this is considered very original teaching because you can go there when you read. There's I think 31 Sutta. There's a lot to do with like Indian history or whatever, but it's actually quite interesting to read. Majjhima Nikaya, middle length discourse, also said to be very original. Samyutta connected discourse, yes. So the today we study is Anguttara, gradual saying or numerical discourse. So these four are considered as original teaching. Then the Kutaka, they say it's a newer version, all right? Newer version inside in including some of the things. So if you really want to have the taste of the real teaching or direct teaching of the Buddha, so you can read. And if you want a very short sutta, the this one numerate discourses 6.0. Why is 6 here? Because here got 16 contemplation. Actually, in terms of Anussati, there are 6 of them. So okay. So we can invite Thomas. You can read. Can you see? Can I?
Mahanama Sutta. At one time, the Buddha was staying in the land of the Sakyans, near Kapilavatthu in the Banyan tree monastery. Then Mahanama, the Sakyan, went up to the Buddha, bowed, sat down to one side, and said to him, Sir, when a noble disciple has reached the fruit and understood the instructions, what kind of meditation do they frequently practice? Mahanama, when a noble disciple has reached the fruit and understood the instructions, they frequently practice this kind of meditation. Firstly, a noble disciple recollects the realized one. The Blessed One is perfect, a fully awakened Buddha, accomplished in knowledge and conduct, holy knower of the world, supreme guide for those who wish to train, teacher of gods and humans, awakened, blessed. When a noble disciple recollects the realized one, their mind is not full of greed, hate, and delusion. At that time, their mind is unswerving, based on the realized one. A noble disciple whose mind is unswerving finds inspiration in the meaning and the teaching, and finds joy connected with the teaching. When they are joyful, rapture springs up. When the mind is full of rapture, the body becomes tranquil. When the body is tranquil, they feel bliss. And when they are blissful, the mind becomes immersed in samadhi. This is called a noble disciple who lives in balance among people who are unbalanced, and lives untroubled among people who are troubled. They have entered the stream of the teaching and developed the recollection of the Buddha.
Okay, I think it's up to this point. Okay, this point, then the rest is Dhamma. Okay, from here, can you do a short analysis, Thomas?
It's a situation where the Mahanama, the Sakyan, asks the Buddha
Mm.
uh, how to meditate. If he
Mm.
has reached the fruit, I guess this means he's already Sotapanna and he has understood the instruction and he asks how to frequently practice. And then the Buddha actually gives him the itipiso chanting
Mm.
for instruction,
Mm.
the Buddhānussati meditation.
Okay. And some more?
And then he explains that from chanting itipiso, from the Buddhānussati meditation, he explains the benefits. Then joy comes and rapture, and the body becomes tranquil, and then bliss is arising, and then finally the practitioner finds samadhi.
Okay. All right. This one? How about this one?
Um, the effect of the meditation is that the noble disciple is somehow elevated on his own. He's not he's not engaged with the world. He can live on his own. He entered the stream and lives in the teaching.
Okay, all right, good. Now, so this one I just check the because this is this one. So to understand the meaning, so there's a commentary for this one. So I just check the commentary. So this commentary was talking about this Dhamma Sutta. Okay, so it's this and then okay, so Dhamma Sutta. So this Dhamma Sutta enter the stream. So this Dhamma refer to Vipassana. All right, Vipassana Sakatam Dhamma Sutta. So means that at this point, so after they practice the Buddhānussati, where they have joy, piti, tranquility, and then sukha. We already talked about some of the jhana factors before, right, in Thursday class, and then also samadhi, right? So in here you can see they are getting also on jhana, but they also practice in terms of factors enlightenment. And also then when they say here Dhamma Sutta means, according to commentary, means they enter to vipassana practice. That means that we here is according to this way of teaching is you can use Buddhānussati as a samatha, because the final result is you get samadhi. All right. Based on the Buddhānussati, you get some samadhi, but it's only access concentration. It's not the absorption. Right. So then from there you can change to vipassana. In this way, your mind is balanced, even though people are unbalanced. Unbalanced means that their mind is very havoc, or they are full of greed, hatred, delusion, and they are troubling people. So if you think about the Buddhānussati, you practice it all the time, your mind will be more balanced. Okay, there's one thing here. Previously there's one translation here. Right. Now, this part, okay, when you recollect the realized one, it translates as realized one, Tathagata. Tathagata means Buddha, Tascon, or the Blessed One. All right. So actually, the commentary say we are thinking about the qualities of the Buddha. All right. So what is the qualities of Buddha? You can see here. This is a itipiso. So in terms of how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. So if you calculate, normally there should be 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right. So there are 9 qualities. So in the Visuddhimagga, there's a very detailed explanation about the 9 qualities. So we already mentioned in the previous 2 years ago. All right. So you can read it Visuddhimagga. So it's very, very clear. Because just read the sentence like this, you cannot really understand the full qualities. Okay. Now, this is one way, like the Buddha say, you can collect it. Right. And remember, Pali at the time is a language by itself. It's a dialect. So when Buddha say in Pali, so Mahanama, who should be one of the Sakyan king who renounced the world. All right. So he also can understand straight away. And here we don't know whether he's a disciple or not, but since he asked about this question, maybe he interested to be a novice disciple, or he already a novice disciple. So we don't know about that, whether he already enlightened or not. But maybe the Buddha say this discourse purposely to help him become enlightened. Right? There will be a reason there. So in the concentration on the Visuddhimagga, I already mentioned few this. First, when you think about the like Buddhānussati, then you're supposed to have piti, joy, right? Based on joy, when the joy, there are 5 types of joy. So when joy are very strong, then it leads to tranquility. So here, even though it used the word body kaya, so the commentary say is referred to the nama kaya or rupa kaya. It's both body and mind. Right? So when joy is strong, your mind and body will be tranquilized. Then after that, you've got sukha. Sukha and piti is different. Sukha is like we say, it's a feeling, very peaceful feeling, very calm feeling. So when people get sukha, they can literally sit for 2 hours, 3 hours. Okay. Then after that, the best one, of course, you got samadhi. So this samadhi is very strong. So based on this samadhi, then you change to vipassana. right? Change to Dhammasota, change to Vipassana. Then it makes sense, right? So use the Anusati as a samatha and it helps you to go for Vipassana. So when should you practice Buddhānussati? So just before, like just now, before any meditation, you can to calm down the mind. So first you pay respect to the Buddha and take 5 precepts, then you chant. So when you do chanting, there are a few ways. The first way is chant. You chant slowly. Okay. You chant slowly. So of course, you need to read the Visuddhimagga to understand the meaning of itipiso, bhagawa. You can chant slowly. So like you can chant very slowly to get uh to get the sense of meaning. Because if you chant very fast, you might miss the meaning. So itipiso, bhagawa, araham. You can chant like this slowly. Samma sambuddho. When you chant Samma sambuddho, is fully enlightened one. All right. Vijja charana. So if you know the meaning of vijja, means knowledge. Charana, practice. Sampano, endow. So you can see the English translation here. Then sukhato, well, so here they say holy, but Sugato is well gone or well practiced or well speech. Okay, there are a few meanings there. Loka vidu, knower of the world. Anuttara, supreme. Okay, Purisa Dhammasarati, who wish to be trained. Satta is teacher. Deva Manusa, Deva is gods, Manusa is human, gods and human, right? And then Buddha is a Buddha and then enlighten. All right. Bhagawa is blessed. So you can chant slowly. There's one method to do Buddhānussati. You chant slowly. Okay. First method, you chant slowly. Second method you can do is uh chant fast. Why you want to chant fast? Because you don't want the to have wandering mind. Okay. So you can chant itipiso, Bhagawa, Arahan, Samma, Sambuddha. You can chant fast. All right, so a few methods. First one, chant slow to understand the meaning, to contemplate the meaning. Second one is chant very fast to stop the wandering mind. Okay. Now the third method is you find any Buddha statue you like. All right. So any peaceful one. All right. So it depends on some people. Some people prefer gold because they think gold is beautiful. Some people prefer white. For me, I prefer white color. I think it's a good one, right? But not this one. It's a just a pure like Buddha like this white color or like this. Okay, so you can look at the Buddha image, open eyes. So first you look at the Buddha image, grasp with your mind, grasp with your eyes and grasp with your mind. Then after that, you look at the Buddha image and put the hand together and you just chant itipiso, Bhagawa, Arahan, Samma, Sambuddho. Okay. So after that, if you find your eyes is tired, so you close your eyes and then you just keep on chanting, 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 chanting. Because when you chant, it stop the wandering mind and it actually improve your mindfulness because you have to follow the sound, you have to remember the words also. Right. So you look at it again, again, again. So if you feel tired, you close your eyes and then you just focus on chanting. Right. So this will help. So after you chant maybe for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, after that you feel very tired, then you stop chanting. Okay. You stop chanting, but you still can recall the chanting in your mind. So it's kind of like contemplate in your mind only, but don't chant anymore because you might feel tired after chanting. All right. Then after that, you can go to Vipassana. Right. So I will just kind of like write down here slowly. Uh, Because why? Is because some people are visual. Visual type means for visual type, they like to look at the Buddha image. Some people are, we call it, they are audio type. They like to listen to the sound. Okay. Some people they doesn't like noise. So they think that they are prefer silent one. Okay. They prefer silent type of they think chanting too much is very noisy to the mind. All right. So either way, you can try. So look at the image. All right. So what kind of image you say? So Buddha image should be clean. I would say clean, or actually, to me, I prefer white by different people. But actually, it should be simple, not so complicated design. That's one thing. And if you have a clean background would be better, or maybe like a body tree or something like this is you like it, or if not, just a simple background. All right. So it's depend for different people. So for example, we look at the image here. For example, this kind of Buddha image, you all can see, right? Can you see my screen? Can, right? Yeah. Now this kind of Buddha image is good. Why? Because when you look at it, you feel the white color and you can see the background sky. So it's very impressive and it's very calm to the mind. Okay. All right. This is also a good one. Yeah. And of course, when you want to choose the Buddha, choose the right one. Okay. This is actually not the current Buddha, it's a future Buddha. Thomas, do you know what is a future Buddha? Do you aware of it?
Yes, like Metteyya Buddha, the
All right.
supposed next one.
Yeah. Okay. But actually here, this is a Chinese representation of the Maitreya Buddha. Maitreya Buddha now is a bodhisattva, right? He's waiting at the Tushita, okay? He will not come here, but this is how the future Buddha will look according to Chinese tradition. But all the Buddha were very handsome and very beautiful. I mean, in fact, all the Buddha will be very handsome because they have to be beautiful and handsome to impress the audience. That's why during the Buddha's time, many people come to see the Buddha, to listen to Dhamma talk, but some just come because they love to see the Buddha who was very handsome. So this is just not the correct one. So anyway, choose the Buddha image you like. If you have a Buddha image at home, which is good. If you don't have, just put a postcard or kind of like painting, or you can buy, just a small postcard, just put in front of you. Use your eyes to look at it. Like this is actually quite good. Some people like gold color, right? Some people like white color. To me, I prefer white with a body tree, right? So choose any image that you like it. Something that simple, not so complicated, right? Or if you don't want to have Buddha image, so put in on your computer, on your front screen, whatever. Okay. So like this is actually good, simple, right? So okay, now we're going to start now. So instead I chant, so maybe you all can chant yourself, right? All right. So remember
Melody,
the yes.
can
You
I
want
ask
to?
a question?
Sure.
Just now
Yes.
you mentioned that once you're tired after you contemplate,
Mm-hmm.
then you say go to vipassana. Can you explain that part? Because
Okay. All right. Now,
okay,
when do you go to Vipassana? Okay. So
how many is it?
let's say you practice for it's depend on you. Let's say if you have 1 hour, 1 hour practice, 1 hour time. So maybe you want to focus more on Vipassana, right? Then you should spend only maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes to get some to do this Buddhanussati to get some concentration. But if you are somebody who are lots of sada, lots of faith, you want to do more chanting. So in fact, like Myanmar, sometimes they do chanting 1 hour. It's very normal. Yeah, 1 hour chanting. Sometimes they say 1 hour chanting is considered quite short already. Sometimes they can go for 3 hours. Okay. So anyway, let's say if you have 1 hour, so maybe you can dedicate maybe 10 minutes or 5 minutes up to you for chanting and Buddhanussati. Okay. Now, how do you go for Vipassana? So, later change to Vipassana. So, when do you change to Vipassana? So, first is when you feel your mind, when the mind has some samadhi. Okay. So, the purpose of Buddhānussati is for your mind to have samadhi and some faith, You should have more confidence. If you don't get samadhi, at least you can get some joy. You should have some joy or some tranquility or whatever, right? Because we already mentioned the effect is of this. Okay, make sure you get all these good benefits. So when you have this, then you change to Vipassana. So when you change to Vipassana, so always start with breathing meditation because it's very easy. So you go to breathing. So since you are chanting, so you go for breathing, okay? And then normally I would I would say you all should do the deep breathing first, deep and slow breathing, because this will help you to calm down the mind. So after chanting, your mind might feel tired, okay? So you should change it, and then you should do the deep breathing, slowly breathing. So after your mind, body more calm down, then you can start to contemplate, means that nama rupa, okay? So when you contemplate nama rupa means you are already in the uh, yeah, in the vipassana. So vipassana. Okay. So at that point, let's say if your mind still had joy, so you should go for nama first. If your mind had joy, tranquility, which is very strong, you go for nama. So if the joy or tranquility already not strong, then you go to the body first. Always go for the body, especially breathing meditation. Okay, because it is something that always exists. Clear, Subang?
Saji, can I
Yeah.
ask if we contemplate on the virtues just now, on
Mm-hmm.
the virtues of the Buddha,
Uh-huh.
isn't it called vipassana or it is not? Or it must be
If you
nama?
are if you are okay, now samatha means one pointedness, all right? You know the idea of samatha is one pointedness, all right? So if you are if you are following the meaning or following the chanting or itipiso, you cannot see anicca dukkha anatta. So at that time it's not on vipassana. You are still on samatha. Okay?
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Unless let's say this is the one, if you want to chant, okay? So if you want to change to vipassana. So if you don't want to change the one, you want to do vipassana with Buddhānussati. So what should you do? You are asking about this one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It's
So
about
it's
nama.
not easy to do. Okay, you can not the like sound appear and disappear. So it's not easy to do because it's kind of difficult because you have to follow the itipiso bhagawa. So it's not easy. So if you want to do, you have to notice one sound come, one sound disappear. All right. Or you can contemplate your mental state, like joy, tranquility. All right. Okay. But I say it's not easy because Buddhānussati is a samatha practice. So in between the samatha practice, you want to put in the vipassana, not easy. So like just on the Buddha say, so after you finish the Buddhānussati, you change to vipassana, then you got more time. And it's much more better with the samatha as a support, as a base. This means that you change the Veda with samatha, means that after samatha, okay? After samatha. After samatha means after the Buddhānussati.
Okay.
So this make more sense. So you can enjoy both. First, you enjoy the chanting, enjoy the Buddhānussati. So after you change to vipassana, you enjoy the tranquility. Enjoy based on your chanting or
So,
based on the Buddha image.
so Sayaji, just now you did explain that in the sutta, the stream of teaching actually is
Mm-hmm.
not talking about stream enterer, it's
No,
about
no, no, no. That's
reflecting
no,
of
no, no.
vipassana lah, practice.
Yes. According to the commentary, this
Okay.
is a all right. So first, already he mentioned here, he live imbalance among the people who are unbalanced, live untroubled among those who are troubled. They enter the stream of teaching. Teaching here, this is a Dhamma, a stream of Dhamma. Okay, now stream of Dhamma means refer to, this is not Sotapanna because this is talking about noble disciple. Noble disciple means somebody who has attained enlightenment already. Okay, so they don't need to attain Sotapanna. Minimally, they should be Sotapanna already. Can follow? Okay, all right. So here means according to commentary, so they enters to the stream of Dhamma means Vipassana. And then after that, they can also, if they want, they can do Buddhānussati. All right. Buddhānussati is actually same like just now. You can see the text here. And then after that, they also can do the Sanghanussati. Right. It's the same with the Supatipanno and so on. So then the rest of benefits is same. So after that, because this sutta is under the chant. So when you look at this sutta, it's under 6. Means that there are 6 teaching here. So the first one is Buddhānussati, Dhammanussati, Sanghanussati, then some on. So if you don't want to do that, you also can contemplate your own this one. All right, sila. All right, you can contemplate your own sila. It's for those who have very good virtue or good morality. So they should contemplate their sila, intact, impeccable, spotless, moral, liberating, praised by the people, not mistaken, leading to immersion. Leading to samadhi, right? Leading to samadhi here. So if you don't want to do Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, you can contemplate your own sila. This is good for if those people who have very good sila. All right. So if you don't want to do this, then the rest Pali is same. You can do your own chaga, generosity. Okay. So yeah, among people who are full of stand or stinginess, I live at home, right? Rid of stinginess, freely generous, open-handed, loving to let go, committed to charity, loving to give and share. Right. So then the rest also same. They also have piti, pasadi, sukha, and ekagata, and so on. If not, you can think about devata, right? So remember, Anusati, you have 6: Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, Sila, Chaga, and Devata. Now, Devata is here. Here you can see 4 great king: Chatumaharajika, Tawantisa, Yama, Tushita, and then the Nimararati, and then the Paranimatarati. So there are 6 Deva planned here. And also, there are Brahma. And then there are those who are above it. All right. So here is not just on deities. You also think about the Brahma also. Now, the main thing is here, when those deities pass away from here, they were reborn there because of their faith, because of their sada, because of their sila, because of their sutta. Sutta is a learning. Because of their chaga, generosity, and because of their wisdom. All right. So I too have the same kind of faith, ethic, sila, learning, sutta, generosity, chaga, and panya. So as I mentioned many times before, we are not just contemplating the deities. We are thinking about they are being born as the deities because they have the good qualities. And I also have the same good qualities. Right? So thinking about I have the same quality. So this is important here. So these are 5 are very which is say treasure in our spiritual treasure. So okay, sada, sila, sutta, chaga, panya, right? Faith, sila, morality, learning. So this is one of the practice. So same, then the Pali is so same. Okay, so when they correct their own sila, okay, sutta, right? Sila, sada, sila, sutta, chaga, panya. Faith, ethics, learning, generosity, wisdom, or both themselves and deities. Right? Not only the deities, he also contemplate his own self, right? Atano. So their mind at that time not full of greed, hatred, delusion. And also same, the mind is straight, uju. So after that, they get the meaning in the inspiration and meaning and teaching, joy. With the joy, rapture, same, this is the same Pali again. For rapture, tranquility, then sukha, bliss, then the mind has samadhi. All right. Okay, so the Pali is same here. Now, so when a noble disciple has reached the fruits, Pala, and understand the instruction, this is kind of meditation they frequently practice. So either the Buddha is trying to encourage Mahanama to become a noble disciple or explain to him the practice of noble disciple. Okay. Anyway, from this sutta, we learn how many practice we can do. Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, what else? Sila, Chaga, Devata. Right? So you all still remember there are 6 kind of practice. So we call it 6 Anusati.
Yeah.
We mentioned yesterday, right? So Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, Sila, morality, Chaga, and then the Devata. Okay. Now Devata, remember, is already mentioned not just on Deva, all right? So thinking that this is important. Devata, they have this, so we also have the same thing. The Deva have this, I also have the same thing. Okay, so it's like calling the Deva as witness. Okay, so 5 of them. Sada, Sila, Sutta, Chaga, Panya. Okay, clear?
Saiji,
Alright.
can I add another question here? Sorry, yeah.
Okay,
So
no
when
problem.
we reflect on this Devata's virtues or they have, it doesn't mean that we want to aspire to be a Deva, right? Because for us, like for oneself, we wanted to be liberated. We would not want to go to another realm, which is impermanent. So when we reflect on this Devata, does it mean that we aspire to be like them or
No. We are considering their result because of their good practice. They are reborn there. We are
but it
seeing the
doesn't mean that
karma
we
result. We are seeing their karma result. So it's a proof that because of their good qualities, they are reborn there. All right. Okay.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you. Thank
All
you so
right.
much.
Okay. So I think it's clear already, right? So any question? So you either can choose few way. So we still have time, so we can start now. So either you can choose the way. There are few ways, as we say. Either you want to chant slow. I think most of you can chant itipiso, right? Or you want to chant fast to stop the wandering mind. This for those who audio type who like to listen sound. Or for those who want, if you like to see the Buddha image, I think you all have in your home, right? So look at the Buddha image, put the hand together and chant. Open eye, all right? So this is open eye. Okay, so look, so this open eye. So if you're tired, you can close your eyes for a while and you can continue chanting. Or for those who like to chant inside the mind, this also when you are in a big cloud, when you're in the meditation hall and you find your mind is like no energy, you feel tired, you feel very boring. So sometimes at that time, it's good to do this chanting quietly. So or in meditation place, okay? So you cannot chant loud. So you need some energy. So at that time you can do Buddhānussati. All right? So are we okay? So any question, Thomas? Can All right. Okay. Yeah. Do we have a Buddha image, Thomas? You have. Okay. All right. Okay. So I think you all have. So we can start our practice. So, okay, I think we can just sit for up to half an hour. Okay, maybe we sit half an hour, then we do sharing maybe 10 minutes. Okay, we can start now. I will not chant because if I chant, it's very tired for me. So you all can do your own chanting.